It is a piece of crystal. It was purchased in Chicago at a restaurant going out of business. I bought it garage sale at a restaurant named Gadabout. I've tried to look for escargot holders and votive candle holders, but the sizing seems to be off. I can't read the text in the base. There is a sticker on the bottom that says full lead crystal Bleecrystal Germany. Each hole is about 1 1/4 inches. I think the glass says Underberg, which is an aperitif. That makes me think this is a crystal Underberg server. The small bottles would be held in those divots and served. I googled that and found something very similar. What is this brass-shaped spear-like item with a twisted copper handle attachment? Both pieces are approximately 8 inches long, and neither the pieces nor the case has any apparent markings. I believe it's a 19th century lightning rod. Lightning rods of this era seem to have the twisted rod and spear point tip commonality. It may be shorter due to it being a weathervane lightning rod. Some kind of curved memory foam pillow or cushion. I assumed it was a neck pillow, but it doesn't even fit around a neck, and there's a hole on one side. What is it? It's a travel pillow. You can nap on desks with your face directly on the pillow breathing through the hole. I'm skeptical about the comfort of that position. What is this old metal piece? Roughly 6.5 inches long. The back has a peg that appears to mount it to something, as well as a bracket that seems to fit over something. It's rusty. I swear I knew what it was once but have forgotten. It's an 1870s antique corkscrew with multi-tool. The tip with the little wheel looks like a glass cutter, as do the pair of slots on the side. There are a couple of missing parts also, including what appears to be a corkscrew. Donated to my local thrift store. A hinged metal mesh ball that opens in half. Someone suggested it might be a yarn ball holder, but I googled it and saw nothing that looked similar. What is it? It's a lantern. I used to have a set of them. You can put a candle in there and hang it out on your patio. I bought mine at World Market 3 to 4 years ago. What is this lightweight metal crochet hook looking tool? Rounded off edges not pointed. I found it in my car door pocket and worried it was an important tool, but for what? It's an aluminum tent peg. It is pushed or driven into the ground for holding a tent to the ground, either directly by attaching to the tent's material or by connecting to ropes attached to the tent. What is this blue thing with wheels and an end that swivels? Approx 30 centimeters. I found it in my great uncle's house. I originally thought it could be for carpets or something similar, but the angle of the end piece to the wheels has me very confused. It's quite sturdy. It's a furniture mover. It often comes with 4 corner wheels, so you can lift up a dresser, closet or any kind of furniture or appliance. This tool will help you lift it, so you can move it a bit to place the corner wheels. What is this shallow square dish with a channel in it? Maybe made of clay or some kind of stoneware. The lid fits exactly on top, not inside, and can just kind of slide off. Mold is an interesting idea. Maybe the channel is for releasing it or creating a hole somehow. It looks like an inkstone used for Chinese calligraphy. It's the writing of Chinese characters as an art form, combining purely visual art and interpretation of the literary meaning. What is this long cylindrical thing with ridges on it, about 50 centimeters long and 10 centimeters tall? It has some numbers on it, but I don't know what it means. It rattles when I shake it. It's decently heavy and it is a bit rusty. That's a heater. Many churches in Norway have them under benches. They are also used in infrastructure where you don't have people, since they're reliable. You could also have a switch on it to change the outage, so you do not need to have full power. What is this small wooden board with a hinge and handle? Possible a kitchen accessory. The longer board is about 20 centimeters long and 15 centimeters wide, with a slightly shorter one hinge to it. I figure it's for crushing or flattening something. It's a press tool for Asian dumpling wrappers. Something kind of small, like Chinese shrimp dumplings and the famous Xiao Long Bao or pork dumplings. What is this thing? plastic handheld device with a slit into which paper can be inserted. The button plunger is pushed down, and it cuts a chunk out of the edge of the paper. No markings at all. That is a disc notcher. I have one as a kid, back in the 5 1/4 inches disc days. There was not a difference between single and double-sided discs, except for the right protect notch was not cut out of the other side. Some rocket scientists got the idea of making those gadgets to put the little notch in the correct place on the other side. What is this specialized compartment with a tray that has springs and sliding hardware in a vintage oak desk? I got this desk at a thrift shop, solid oak double pedestal mission style desk. The right and center have standard drawers with wood dividers, but the left side has a door with this tray that has springs and additional hardware, some kind of specialized compartment. I would guess that it is a typewriter drawer. Typewriters were heavy, so there are strong helper springs attached to the tray. These springs help the user lift the tray and typewriter upward, so the typewriter could be used properly. What is this transparent glass object with no captivity inside? Approximately 25 centimeters long and 4.8 centimeters in diameter. It is made entirely of glass and weighs less than a kilogram. I tried to find it, but neither a photo search nor a description yielded any results. It is part of a vintage mid-century Soviet space-age desk lamp. This is a solid lamp with flakes inside. The flakes don't move and create the illusion of planets in space. The tube is solid plexiglass and does not have any liquid inside. What are these median line arrows in a narrow street in Toronto? Does it mean that you are allowed to cross the median, as the street is too narrow? The cars on the right seem to park, but it's not a one-way street, or is there no real meaning at all? They point to the sewer grates at the curbs, so they can be found when snow and such are built up and covers the grates. What is this large vessel I found in the basement of an old psychiatric hospital? The vessel has an opening on both sides of the concrete wall with big steel doors. The opening is about 5 feet by 5 feet. One of the gauges on the side says ammonia. It's in the basement of a psychiatric hospital built in the late 1800s. Looks like a great big autoclave. It is a machine that uses steam under pressure to kill harmful bacteria, viruses, fungi, and spores on items that are placed inside a pressure vessel. Looks like the exact same ones at Ellis Island. Older house built in 1960. This chimney, but the opening is on the outside, not inside. It has a hatch door, and when open you can see the other side blocked off. Any ideas? Looks like a chimney cleanout door. I grew up in a house with one of these. There was a small trap door at the back of the fireplace. You could open and sweep all the ash down into a separate holding area that you could access from the outside. I suppose this kept you from getting ash all over the house when cleaning out the fireplace. I've ruled out experts at being any type of electrical insulator, which is the main answer I get. Found in the western Massachusetts River while artifact hunting. The village settled circa the 1750s and in 1845 Boston rail line went in. Glass and porcelain. Ornate swirls. No maker's mark. Its site is roughly 2.5 to 3 inches long and half as wide. It is dense and lacks and markings or writing sadly. What is it? Please tell us in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.